Hi, welcome to BlindOwl Outdoors. We hope you enjoy our channel, and if possible, could you please join our Patreon page? We really need your help. It's been a long, hard road. Thank you. Hi, welcome to BlindOwl Outdoors. I was just going to say it looks so different here with all the cement shoulders, but I just came across the bridge here and there's no more. That last section of about 3 or 4 miles looks totally different with cement on both sides of the road. Almost 4 lanes. Of course with the painted line down the center of it, but I'm shooting this video with a Motorola Edge 2021 camera from 2021. I did some reading about it today. It's a good camera, good phone for its day. When it was new in 2021, their unveiling price was $670 or something like that. It's got 256 gigabytes of memory in it, 8 gigabytes of RAM, has a 108 megapixel camera on the back, a 35 megapixel camera, selfie camera on the front. I think that's the main features on it. A 6.8 inch display screen. It's got a good processor in it. Takes pretty good videos, pretty good pictures. Takes amazing colorful pictures. Flowers and stuff like that. It's got a lot of neat features on the camera and the video. Somebody passing as I'm trying to pass. That's really nice, huh? In such a big hurry so you can slow down here for this truck. Here's the big lanes here now. This sure doesn't look like the Island of Bohol here with this all the cement here. Yeah, they're gearing up for way more people here in this island, I can tell you that. The government wants 20 million extra people on this island within the next 10 years. It'll just destroy it. The sad thing is that nowhere here is prepared for the people. There's not a single town on this entire island that has a sewage plant. Everybody's sewage goes into a little cement box buried in their yard. And they're not even septic fields. They're just goes to a cement box. Period. And that leaches out in the soil and gets in the groundwater. There's gonna be all kinds of problems. This is the way it's been here for 100 years. So. There's a lot of people here that don't even have the septic tank thing in their yard, the box. One of our neighbors is like that. They've been there for 2 or 3 years and they still don't have a septic thing there, which is totally against the law. The government here will actually give you, they won't give you an actual toilet, but they give you like a urinal that fits flat on the floor of your bathroom, and then this is the land of squatters. They all squat, so it's perfect for them. My in-laws had one of those when they changed laws. They gave one to anybody that needed one. It's pretty nice. Like our house, we have all we have is a, what's our box? 5x5 cement box, 6 or 7 feet deep, and no cement on the bottom, just walls, so that the liquid supposedly leaches out into the ground, which it doesn't, because it's 100% solid clay there. Nothing soaks through the clay. So they just fill up when they get full. There is some pumpers, but they'd never get up in our yard. So we just have to dig another hole. The size of that tanker. This is where it gets interesting. Here is you get these little towns here. There's on a highway, but the highway turns left. So there's 3 other directions, and there's not a stop sign there at all. There should be a stoplight there at that corner. No one's got killed there yet, so they won't bother until a few people get killed. But right now, in the afternoon, it's pretty busy. And the worst part is, most of the people don't care about it. They just fly right through the intersection. Figure everybody else is going to get out of their way. But that's the Philippines for you. I don't know if it's still like that over in Cebu and stuff. I have no idea. That's the way it is here on Bohol. There is not one single stop sign on any side road along the national highway, all the way around the whole island, the center highway, anywhere in town. Our town anyway, Talabon, and the other towns I go through here, there's no stop signs anywhere either. Talabon has one street light. Ubay, it's a kind of a port town on the very northern tip of the island. That has about 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 or 5 stoplights in the town. But that's it. Tagbilaran City, the capital city, 80,000 people or 100,000 people, whatever it is. There's quite a few stop signs there. And my daughter says there's actually a few stop signs there. I've never seen any yet. I've never really explored for them. But she said in her travels she's seen a couple stop signs. There's also signs in Tagbilaran City saying no parking and tollway zones and stuff like that. I heard I can't remember, one of my friends was down by where the immigration used to be at. He parked at a side street and he got a boot put on his car, which turned out to be an entire day-long thing to get it off, pay here and pay there, and try to get someone to actually do their job. You know, it's almost impossible. But what's funny is I parked in the exact same spot that he parked in a week before, and I went in and talked to the store owner in front of the store I parked at. It was actually a small little restaurant type place, and asked if it's okay I parked there. He said, yeah, no problem. So I parked there. But my friend parked there a couple weeks later, and he got a boot put on his car. No speed limit signs on the island so far that I've ever seen. I've seen a couple speed things for corners, which are hilarious, because you'll see a corner that's not even a corner on a highway, and there'll be a speed marker in front of it, some ridiculously low speed too, and then you'll see other corners that are hairpin corners that there's no speed sign on them. So there's some pretty marvelous engineers here, whoever lined all that stuff up. But otherwise it's okay here. Just gotta watch out when you're driving. Like, I'm doing 65 kilometers per hour, which is like 38 or 40 miles an hour, and the drive from my house to Tubingen is only about 25 miles, maybe 30 miles. I think it's 60 miles to the city, maybe 30 miles, and it'll take every bit of 90 minutes or more to get there. Sometimes when I go in the morning, the roads won't be so busy, and I can keep the car up around 80 or 90 kilometers. And I've got to Tübingen before in 45 minutes before, which is about 56 kilometers. So that's actually pretty good time. But that's just a rare occasion. It doesn't happen very often, I can tell you that. Yeah, but watching the monitor on this phone here, it sure does look like a nice picture. And it's 108 megapixels, if you can believe that. 108 or 110, I can't remember what it was, some weird number like that. But the files are huge, absolutely huge. There are a couple settings on here you can make the picture smaller too. The video's not so big and stuff like that, but my view is always make them as rich as you can, the biggest files you can get out of them, and then you can always make them smaller with other software and stuff. You can never make things bigger. You make things bigger in software, you get all the blurs and pixelated stuff like that. Going down from high resolution, you don't get any of that. This guy's pulling a, the heck is that, a rope or a hose? I don't know what that is on his bike. I haven't been seeing any snakes at all around. Once in a while you'll see a dead one on the road, but hardly any at all anymore. I haven't seen a single snake up in our house for probably maybe 3 years now. I'm not even sure. I was visiting our friend Beth and Philip's house. You might have saw the video. I caught a snake there at their house. It was right in their, like their, you know, screen. It was not like a screened-in porch, but it wasn't screened in. Look at this now. Look at this now. This truck's halfway in my lane, so I have to get off the road because all these vehicles are parked here that are not allowed to park on the national highway, but they do whatever they want. But I caught a snake at Beth and Philip's house, and we thought it was a poisonous snake, thought it was a poisonous tree snake, but it turned out to be looked like a friendly one. And we did a video of me catching it and stuff, and then I let it go. Everybody wanted to kill it, and I said, no, we'll relocate it. I took it down in the woods in the swamp, got rid of it. And then I no more got to the house, and then 3 minutes later there was another one. In fact, almost in the same bush where I saw the first one, then it went up over one of his little roofs and stuff like that. But I caught that one too, and relocated that to the same place. I can't see killing a snake. I've killed every cobra I found in my yard, or we had some in the kitchen and stuff a couple times. One in a hut. I kill those as soon as I see them because, you know, cobra can kill you. And kill your dogs, kill your kid or something like that. Nothing around to mess with. I caught a 11-foot long python one time, and we didn't kill that. No reason to. It ate a few chickens and stuff, but you know, who cares about that? But why kill a snake? You know, most snakes are eating mice, bugs, stuff like that. The snakes we caught at Philip's house, their mouth wasn't big enough to eat a nickel. You know, they were pretty small. I mean, I'm sure they could stretch their neck out or their jaw or whatever, but they were pretty small snakes, about as big around as my thumb at the most. area by our house, down below us, and just north of our house along the highway, there's been a lot of king cobras, 12-foot long, actual real cobras like they have in India. And those are nasty. They're aggressive. They actually chase people, and some of them are spitting snakes. Oh, they got this all poured, huh? Well, at least up to here anyway. Yeah, the spitting cobras are really bad, and they're about 99% chance of them spitting right in your eye if you let them. But a king cobra is nothing to mess around with. You got about 20 minutes to live after you're bit by a cobra. If that, just shut your lungs down and stuff like that. It's a neurotoxin. Or like the rattlesnakes and copperheads and stuff back home, they're the snakes that work on your blood and your flesh, decompose you. Which are dangerous too. You don't hear about many people dying from rattlesnake bites and stuff like that anymore. I've seen a couple people in the last couple years that lost like half their hand, because it just rotted away from the poison. But that's about it. Coral snake back home, that's pretty dangerous. But the nice thing about America is some hospitals have anti-venom, and the ones that don't can contact one that does, and they'll send it over to them. And there's always anti-venom in the state hospitals, like in the state colleges and stuff like that. So it's just a matter of a few hours at the most before you can get some anti-venom in you. And that's usually more than enough to save you. But here, there's no anti-venom in the hospitals, zero. Like an island like we have here, there's none here at all. Why? Because anti-venom has a short shelf life and it costs money. So they're not gonna stock something that they're gonna lose money on. You would think at least the government hospitals would have that. No way. It's 2024, and I don't believe our hospital in Talbot even has a defibrillator yet. They might, but I doubt it. Last year they didn't, I don't think. And that's sad, man. That's really sad. Not a good place to get sick. If you have lots of money, it's an okay place to get sick, because then you go to a real hospital like over in Cebu City or something. There's a big Chinese hospital there, but American prices though. But they'll take care of you. I heard you have to put down 50% in cash before they'll work on you. Not like back home, you go to the emergency room and they'll take care of you. Even if you don't have money or whatever, insurance. Here, you're on your own. I've only been to 2 hospitals here. I've been to one in Talabon, which I didn't like at all. I've been to the one in Ubay about 3 or 4 times, which is a much more modern place. The hospital in Talabon is getting better. The last time I took our friend Philip there he had some very, very bad problems with a reaction to some pill. And the one thing I didn't like is they kept him outside on a bed outside the hospital for hours. They took a COVID test of him, and until that cleared, they wouldn't even let him into the emergency room. And then once they got in the emergency room, I stayed for a while. I mean, I took him there to the hospital, him and his wife Beth, and when they started talking about it, getting him to a room, that's when I left. I didn't want to go up in the hospital, and but he was there. He wanted to spend about a week there to get over the problem, and he bounced right back from it, but it was nasty. All right, well, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm on my last leg to tube again, and it's 4:30, so got a few things to do here. Waiting to meet my wife when she gets in. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. Take care.